We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm sure folks are going to be coming in over the next few minutes. Allow me first to thank the Midwest Manufactured Housing Federation for inviting us to be here today. We really do appreciate being here and always enjoy talking to as many community owners and other folks in the industry as we can. Let me introduce our panel. On my right here is Crystal Cruz. Crystal manages our community in Texas, southwest of Houston. She's been with our firm since 2012. During that time, she has sold primarily new houses, 28 new houses and 2 used houses, or pre-owned houses. Mario, next to Crystal, has been with us since 2010. He has actually managed 2 of our communities, one southwest of Atlanta and one north of Atlanta, which is where he is now. During that time, he has sold 47 used houses and 8 new houses. And next to Mario, on Mario's right, is Marjorie Barberan. Marjorie and I go way, way back. She is the comptroller of our company. She and I, along with the managers, review every application, every home sale that we have. So during that time, Marjorie has reviewed applications on 700 used houses and 52 new homes. And I'll tell you more about those new homes that we've sold over the past 6 years. And then, oops, what happened to David? Oh, there's David. On Marjorie's right is David Voss. David and I have become good friends over the past 5 years or so. He has 8 communities in Illinois and Missouri. He originally got into the business as a setup and moving contractor, realized the potential and advantages of owning a community, so began buying communities and now has 8. He's also done a lot of work with repo houses, where he's bought the repo houses and fixed them up to sell. He can tell you about that experience that he's had with them, some good and I guess some not so good. And David has also sold a number of houses in his communities to Hispanics. So I think some of his comments will be very interesting. So a little bit of background. I hope you in the back of the room can see all of the slides. I've got a lot of slides to go through. I'll be talking for about 30-35 minutes. And then what I want to do is turn the floor over for a question and answer. Because these are the guys that are dealing with the customers all the time. They're the ones who are actually selling the houses. We compile and review, analyze quite a bit of data. I've been in this business since 1984, I guess it was. And most of what we do is based on objective analysis of data that we collect and compile. Please hold your questions until the end. All of the slides have slide numbers on the bottom right corner. If you see something you want to come back to, please make a note of that slide number and we'll go back to it. You're welcome to take pictures of anything that's presented up here, but I will post the presentation on our website and you're welcome to review it anytime you want to. So a little bit about our background. We're a small operator. We only have 4 communities, 3 in the Atlanta area, 1 in Texas, a total of 450 sites. I wish I could be talking with you about hundreds and hundreds of new home sales, but I can only talk to you about 52 new homes that we've sold over the past 6 years, and lots of used houses that we've sold over the past 20-something years. What we lose, or maybe don't bring to the table, in terms of big numbers, I hope we make up by being very consistent over the past 25 years or so. We've used the same lease option contract on every transaction we've ever done, and from the get-go, we entered data into databases and have maintained that data. So the data that we will be showing you today is as accurate as we can make it. As I mentioned, one of our communities is in Texas, and as you may know, the Texas economy is heavily influenced by the oil and gas industry. So it's been a plus and a minus over the past year or so, 2 years, since gas and oil prices have come so far down. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And lastly, I just want to comment on the fact that what we're talking about is our experience. And our reason for being here is to share with other community owners anything and everything that we do. We are strong believers in the idea of us community owners networking with one another. But I realize that our experience may not be representative of other folks. So what you see here is the best that we can give you about our operation, and I hope it would be helpful to you as well. So a couple of what we're not. I'm not an attorney. I'm not an accountant. I'm not an expert. I'm not even a consultant. We don't charge for what we do. We do what we do because we want to meet other community owners. We want to help other community owners as we have been helped over the years and as we will continue to be helped in the future. So in terms of background, 32 years that we've been in the industry, made a lot of mistakes, learned a little bit along the way, been involved with home sales for 24 years and seller financing over that same period of time. As you'll see when we talk about some data, we can count on almost two hands the number of homes that we have sold with conventional financing. So a total of 303 homes over that period of time. 52 of them are new, 251 were used, 764 sales transactions, of which 14 were conventional financing, 33 for cash, and 700 and something for lease option. And one of the statistics that we're very proud of is that 129 people in our communities fulfilled their commitment to us and got the title, which is our objective in terms of selling houses. I'm going to get some more water here in just a second. As I mentioned earlier, we have used the same lease option contract over that entire period of time. When the SAFE Act came out, I got the SAFE Act licenses because I thought I needed them. And at that time, our attorney tweaked our lease option contract, made a few minor adjustments to it. But for all intent and purposes, it's been the same contract for 20-something years. As I mentioned, I did get the SAFE Act mortgage loan originator license and the mortgage broker license when the SAFE Act came out. I thought I needed it, and I decided that I didn't. We notified the state that I wouldn't be using those licenses for the lease option contracts that we do. So I have had the license for 6 years, 7 years now, and have not yet originated the first mortgage and don't intend to do so.